Hi everyone, this is Anna from All DIY Crafts, and I've had a few people ask me about, in my videos I've been using this resin curing machine from Winterton. And I did get it from Amazon, and I just did it to check it out. And I have it out of its box here, so let me move this. Let me put this here. So this is the machine. Comes with your directions, a regular plug, and then what happens is this comes off the lid, and then you have two racks, and I have a mold in here already. So what happens is this comes out here. I'm doing it backwards, so forgive me. This comes out, and then you can put your molds on this rack. This is the deeper end. And then this goes back in. Again, I can't see what I'm doing because I'm backwards. This is the one I usually, if I'm doing coasters, I'll do it. You'll see this on my mat, and I'll be pouring on here, and that way, because these act like good little finger holes, and I can just push it right in there, and then make sure the lid's on, because a lot of time I'll do it upside down. I might put a piece of vinyl on there. And once it's on, I don't have it plugged in, but I will show you when we do our coaster. This is a little LED light, it flashes, and then all you have to do is hit the on button. There's no setting of times or anything like that. It's already set for 2 hours. And then I don't believe it beeps when it's done. If I remember correctly, it just stops. But we'll go ahead and I will show you how this is working for us. I'm going to be doing it, I have been doing it on my dried flower coasters. I'm going to do another set tonight. And then I will show you how they come. Okay, so I have my art resin. I did 50 mLs of part A and 50 mLs of part B, so I have 100 mLs total in here. We know that these particular molds that have the ridge take 100. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill each of these halfway, because we're going to be using these dried flowers, and they are thick, because I was going to use one of these regular little molds, but I'm afraid they're a little bit too thick for it, so I thought, well, we'll go ahead and just use these molds and do it. So I've just poured it. I haven't stirred it up yet, and what I did was I took these flowers, and you know, some of them got scrunched in the bag, and so what I do was I kind of clipped them with some really small scissors here. And then I just, I didn't want to do too many because I also want to put some gold flakes in there. So we're going to go ahead and mix the resin for 3 minutes. We're in the middle of a huge storm right now, so you might see some flashes of lightning because I'm right next to the window here. I'm just trying to keep an eye on what's going on out there. And then we will go ahead and pour on here, and here is our tray. It's just easier because then I can just carry this and put it into the machine. We're then going to time it and see if it's truly 2 minutes or less. It's kind of weird. Sometimes what happens is I can get everything done in, sometimes it's like 90 minutes. But I would just to be safe, it's 2 hours per cure in these molds. And what's going to happen is then we're going to go ahead and then we're going to put a background in it. We're going to pour a second layer on top, and then we're going to re-cure it for another 2 hours. So I'm hoping this project takes us just a little bit over 4 hours, because there's a prep here and here, and then there's the curing time. So we are going to see how long it really takes us to do this. Okay, so once I'm done stirring, we'll start our project. Done mixing here. I'm going to go ahead and add my gold leaf into the resin, and then we will pour it into the molds. Okay, so it is in there. You need to make sure this is sitting flat. It says off right now, but I have it plugged in. And then we're going to put the lid on. And just hit the on button. And it says 2 hours. So we'll be back. Okay, it took an hour and a half in the resin heater or machine, resin curing machine. So what I've done is I've taken about 25 mLs of part A and 25 of part B, and we're just going to put a little bit of white pigment from Let's Resin in, and just we're going to like have the backs just kind of opaque. So I'm done mixing. I'm going to go ahead and drop a little bit of the pigment in. Move this up so you can see. And we'll just mix that in. We'll probably add just a couple more drops. And then we'll put it right back into the resin. I'm trying to squeeze it. It's not squeezing very well. And we'll put it back into the resin warmer, and we'll be done. So it looks like this project is definitely going to take less than 4 hours from start to finish. I have it on our tray, so all I have to do is lift it up and put it right back into the warmer. All right, let's go ahead and pour. We're going to hit it with our heat gun real quick. I'm going to do it on the low setting. Need some help getting over there. Alright. And I think that'll give it an elegant look. So, we'll see you in about an hour or two. We're back. This took about an hour and a half to complete and be, it's still going to be pliable, I can feel that, but I can go ahead and mold it. The thing is, so I would say that this project, it was about 4 hours, just a little over 4 hours, using art resin and doing the prep. Okay, let's see how it looks. Okay, so the gold flakes turned out, but the flowers did not. That's very interesting. And I think it's because I put that white. I probably shouldn't have done that. The flowers were too washed out, I think. Actually, it looks better. It's pretty, but I think I would have liked the flowers to have been a little bit darker. I like the flakes, though. I have to redo that. That looks nice. Yeah. Okay, so the flowers that I used were too light colored because the gold flakes look great. Everything looks great. The resin cured wonderfully. I'm going to do this again with some darker flowers and stuff in it, but honestly I think it turned out great for what we were experimenting for. So, because I usually do all my resins in the machine now, and this is just I just didn't use the right flower. It's just too light, which is fine. Good to know. If you're going to use a light colored flower, do not put a white background behind it because it kind of gets washed out into it. But there you go. The gold flakes look great. And I did put a white resin tint on the back because I thought it would make it show up more, but what happened was the flowers ended up blending in more. Other than that, it still looks nice. and I'm really happy with the machine. I'm very happy with the machine. Because like something like this that would have taken me half a day to do, like it would have taken a lot longer to do. I would have been really bummed. But now I know, okay, we've learned, and now we can just redo another one tomorrow, and we will show you guys a new result. So the machine is a win. Light flower petals with a white background is not. But other than that, I love the machine. Okay, you guys have a great weekend.